Today we have to discuss the parallel grouping of cells, how the cells are to be grouped in parallel. And very first, you must be knowing the cells are grouped in order to get the maximum current through the circuit. So, if the cells are to be grouped in parallel, so what will happen? What will be the result on the current in the circuit? For identical cells, we have taken the identical cells. Identical cells means the EMF of all the cells are same and internal resistance also same. So suppose the m number of cells are connected in parallel. And how to know that the cells are to be grouped in parallel? If the positive terminal of all the cells, the positive terminal of all the cells are connected to one end A, and the negative terminal of all the cells are connected to the another end, that is the B. In that cases, we tell the cells are grouped in parallel. Cells are grouped in parallel. In parallel grouping, so M equal to the number of cells grouped in parallel. Grouped in parallel. E equal to EMF of each cell. Small r equal to internal resistance of each cell, and capital R equal to load resistance. So you have to find out what is the total EMF of the cell. The total EMF of the combination, total EMF equal to, because in parallel grouping, potential by EMF will be the same. The total EMF equal to only E. And what is the total internal resistance? Total internal resistance, say R dash. So as they are in parallel, so it will be the 1 upon R dash equal to 1 upon R plus 1 upon R plus w dot plus 1 upon R m times. So that is equal to m upon R, or total internal resistance R dash equal to R upon m. So what will be the total resistance? The total resistance of the combination, total resistance equal to capital R plus R upon m, because this R is connected in series with the internal resistance of the all the cells. So what is the current run? So what will be the current run? Because the cells are providing the total current, or you can tell it as the total current I equal to total EMF divided by the total resistance. This will be equal to, what is the total EMF? E upon total resistance equal to R plus small r upon m, and this is equal to E upon m capital R plus m capital R plus R, m capital R plus R, m will be multiplied above, me upon mr plus small r. So the condition is that to get the maximum current, star number 1, if the load resistance capital R is very and very greater than the internal resistance of the cell, that is the R by M, total internal resistance of the cell. So what will be happen? That R by M should be neglected. If R by M should be neglected, then current drawn will be I will be equal to, if this part is neglected, remaining is the E upon R, E upon capital R. So what happens here? From a single cell you getting the E upon R. If M number of cells have to be grouped in parallel, then total current also same, I equal to E upon R. So it is not preferable. Not preferable case. Not preferable. Another case is that if R is very and very less than R by M. In capital R will be neglected. If the capital R will be neglected, remaining I equal to, if this will be neglected, remaining the E upon R upon M. So that is equal to ME upon R. ME upon R. So in these cases, if the single cell you get the current equal to E upon small r, but if M number of cells are grouped, then you are getting the ME upon R. The current is becoming M times to that of the current drawn from a single cell. So this is preferable case. This is preferable. So one thing is that whenever the cells are grouped in parallel, and the preferable condition is that the load resistance should be less than the total internal resistance, and overall you are getting the current, the total current drawn into the circuit equal to ME upon MR plus R. This is all about the current drawn when the cells are grouped in parallel for identical cells. If you think for the different cells, so what will be the condition for the different cells? Now that for the different cells means that actually the EMFs are different. So this is the E1, the EMF of first cell, and this is the E2 is the EMF of the second cell, and E1, E2 are the different EMFs, and R1, R2 are the different internal resistances, and both the cells are grouped in series, parallel. That is the two cells already you have taken here. In this case, the two cells you have taken. The current will be drawn from the cell, first cell, that is the I1, and the current which will be drawn from the second cell, that is the I2. I1 is drawn it here, I2 is drawn, and total current passing through the load equal to I1 plus I2. The total current passing through the load equal to I1 plus I2. So what is the total current passing through the load? The total current, the net current drawn I equal to I1 plus I2. It is clear. So we have to find out the I1 and I2. So what will be the terminal PD? Once again I am telling you that terminal PD and EMF, how they are related. Whenever the charges are drawn or the current is drawn from the cell, when the current is drawn from the cell, the terminal PD V equal to E minus IR. We had the formula V equal to EMF minus IR. This is the formula. The terminal PD equal to E minus IR. So what will be the terminal PD for the cell E1? So for cell E1, the terminal PD V will be equal to E1 minus current run is I1 into R1. For the first cell, the terminal PD V equal to E1 minus current run from the first cell equal to I1, internal resistance is R1. And you mind it, the terminal PD for both the cells will be the same because both are parallel. So the terminal PD will be the same. V against across this E1 and V across this E2 will be the same as it is grouped in parallel. So here you can find the I1. What will be the I1? So I1 or I1 equal to, so if you take it as the E1 minus V upon R1. I1 equal to E1 minus V upon R1. So similarly for the second cell, this is for the first cell. Second cell, so what will be the V equal to E2 minus I2 R2. And similarly I2, how much it will be? So I2 will be equal to E2 minus V upon R2. So you are getting the I1 here and here getting I2. So what will be the I1 plus I2? So what will be the I? So I equal to I1 plus I2 net current, I1 plus I2, and this will be equal to E1 minus V upon R1 plus E2 minus V upon R2. Or this is equal to, we can write it as the E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2, I'm keeping it in a bracket, minus V is taken out, 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. So this is equal to I equal to, you are finding, that is the total current, the net current drawn. So this will be equal to, what will happen here now? Or if you bring it I equal to, we can write it in this manner, E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 R2 bracketed minus V into R1 plus R2 upon R1 into R2. We have to write in general form, V equal to E minus IR. If you represent in this manner, what will be the result? Or V, if you are bringing this side, V into R1 plus R2 upon R1 R2 will be equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 R2 bracketed here, and that I will be coming this side, minus I, or what will be the V? So V will be equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 R2. It will be divided on this side, so immediately you can get the R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2 minus I, and this will be R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. This is kept in bracket, and this is, we can write it, this R1 R2 is cancelled, and this will be equal to E1 minus R2 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2, you keep it in bracket, minus I into R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So this is in form of what type? What is the shape of this one? So V equal to, because we are writing this is the V, so that is equal to V equal to E equivalent minus I into R equivalent. So what is in place? Because of the whole, V is the net potential difference, net terminal PD across the cells which are grouped in parallel, and E equivalent the net EMF of the cells, and smaller equivalent equal to net internal resistance of the cell. So what is the E equivalent? So E equivalent equal to, you are finding E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2, and similarly R equivalent, what you are getting, that is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So whenever the cells are grouped in parallel, we are getting the E equivalent is in this form and R equivalent in this form, that is for the two cells. If the two different cells are grouped in parallel, if you divide all these things, that is E equivalent, suppose E equivalent upon R equivalent. So what is the expression? That is E1 R1, you are getting E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 R2, and this can be written as E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2. So similarly, if the n number of cells will be grouped in parallel, m number of cells are grouped in parallel, so we can get the relation in general E equivalent by R equivalent, that is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 plus plus EM by Rn. So that is for the n number of cells, or m number of cells are grouped in parallel, we can get the general relation for the parallel grouping. But for the two cells, if you think for the two different cells are grouped in parallel, we can get the equivalent EMF, that is E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2, and equivalent internal resistances, that is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. In this manner, this is the formula for that, to get the total EMF or the net EMF and net internal resistance of those cells which are to be grouped in parallel. This is all about your parallel grouping for the different cells. Thank you.